Alright everyone, this is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, it's straight up energy reading. This is full moon in Leo. I can tell you one thing, something's coming full circle for the Leo soap opera. That much I can tell you. But this moon plays a bigger role than that in the scheme of the soulmate cycle. We got a lot of people here, sort of, it's a bit of a wakey energy, I suppose. It's a bit of an energy that lights a fire under somebody. A spiritual fire, because you got the Hierophant staring at you here, all right, in the surface energy. So let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Although this energy runs us straight into February, it's a nice energy. It's a nice element to add to all the other surrounding energies. So what's going on? What's the pre-shuffle? So I said, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Leo. Okay. I got the Hierophant crossed by the lovers, the love geese in the air. Somebody is moving forward with, how do I phrase this? Sort of a new lease on life, shall we say? They just got done talking to their priest and they feel pretty good and they move. I mean, that's sort of the way you could look at the energy, because underneath it I have the Three of Wands. Somebody looking in new directions. I've got the Eight of Cups. I got somebody walking away from 8 broken cups toward their 9 cups. And one of the things they're walking away from is this behavior. This is also who it is. It's a Knight of Wands, or a Knight of Wands. Feels like a knight. It's a King of Wands, right? That Burger King energy. New soulmate, runner soulmates, all of them on the DM side of things. Walking away from this. Whatever this superficial energy is, and you got somebody from your past showing up here. Very spiritual connection you have with this person. There's a lot of love here. I'm not sure if they tell you about all of it with the King of Cups here, but there's a lot of love here. All right, there's a lot. Somebody here is acting on the spiritual things that have been activated by your connection. It's the easiest way I can phrase it. Now I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle right now, and we're going to do this reading. The card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? So tell me. Why the fuck are we here for this full moon in Leo? Let's do it. Let's pull a reading. Let's go. Why? Okay, that's it. I didn't have to shuffle much. Two of Wands. It's again. These cards should back up the pre-shuffle. This implies an escalation. We're past this. All done planning. All done thinking about it. Because we had a Three of Wands in the pre-shuffle. These cards back up the pre-shuffle. All right. What comes after that? Two of Wands. Sort of a wait for it energy. Wait for it. All right. What comes after the cut? The King of Pentacles. It's the 8-point buck. We haven't seen this in a while. It hasn't been reflecting this lately. It's the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Somebody gets it. It's a stable energy, but it's like I could say somebody sees your value. You're irreplaceable. You're the 8-point buck, but it's not really why it's coming out here. It's why it's reflecting that energy. But somebody now understands their feelings, at the very least, okay? The learning process of it, the setup process, as I've been talking about through January, is kind of coming to a close here. We're closing out a cycle here. Somebody not admitting, maybe, that you're the shit, okay? Something like that. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go here. Somebody's also moving away from their creature comforts, from their safety zone, they're moving outside their comfort zone, shall we say. All right, let's go. Give me a reading here, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Leo. Let's go. Stop screwing around. All right. Eight of Pentacles is the overall energy of this reading. And the Five of Wands. Somebody wants to straighten something out. Somebody wants to see if something's for real. I had a 10 of Cups that flew by that I caught. That my eye caught. And if my eye catches it, I rarely see cards while I'm shuffling because of how I shuffle. But yeah, it was there. I gotta factor it in. There's not really, they don't really have any more excuses not to put in the work here, not to do something, not to come check you out, not to come check this connection out, not to come say hello. Okay, there's no more excuses. There's not. This is a weak energy. It's bullshit. Let's go. Here's the energy around your connection. Here's how they're behaving in the 3D. Here's their soul. Here's the hidden energy message from the universe read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end. And I am going to do an extended on this. I am. I already know in advance. I'm telling you. There will be a link in the description. And you'll see why, I'm sure. Right here is the energy around your connection. Two of Pentacles. There's that decision time energy. It's a big, big decision. Somebody's held on to this energy for a while. Somebody knows that by approaching you, there's an energy attached to this connection. Maybe you know too. I don't know. But somebody here, I'm pulling on the incoming energy. The incoming energy knows the gravity of what's happening if they come towards you. Okay? They understand that. Somebody here is making a decision. It's going to change everything. Okay? All right. How they behaving in the 3D? Temperance. Yeah, you get it. I mean, it's a very balanced energy. It's a very balanced full moon. It's a fiery moon. It's Leo, but it's passionate forward movement. And what we have here, we have someone who knows exactly what they want to do. Well, we make good decisions under this energy. Somebody's making a decision. And they think it's a good one, though they're aware of the gravity of it. They're aware that it might cause some problems. It could cause some conflict. Now, I know they want to resolve some conflict, and they're out of excuses for doing it, but it could cause some, too. Minor. I don't know. Maybe you got something you want to say. You know, I bet you do. Their soul is here. It bookends the Two of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. Yeah, that's some. Either it's happening in real time during the energy of the full moon, or it already happened. It could be future influence, but I don't feel it that way. Somebody's had some kind of the soul aches for this connection, and that's why the decision's being made. Okay, I'm just going to phrase it that way. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to leave the car analogies out of it. So, message from the universe, read with the Two of Pentacles. A Hermit, yeah. Somebody's making a decision here. Somebody's woken up to the fact, to their spirituality. It says it ties directly to the Hierophant from the pre-shuffle, the way the energy is reflecting. Yeah, somebody here is acting from the soul, and this is a very important position, this soul position, and this is the card that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. I have told you that a number of times, and it's right there. And that's the card that comes after it. They are acting from this Three of Swords. They know exactly what they want to do. They've made a decision. They know the gravity of it. I get it. And this could be a new soulmate approaching you. Just asking somebody out can be this kind of energy, right? Especially if you already know them. I know, and you're already like friends or something like that. God forbid it's a cousin, but I mean, you know what I mean. Or it could just be somebody new. It's always this. This is like that. This is the same kind of energy that would be there for. What's the potential final outcome here? Red with Temperance. Ten of Wands. I think this creates, this is your reading, and I pulled this as for you. I think the primary energy off of this Ten of Wands is, I think it's both a relief and it poses a problem for you. Whatever this is, this energy coming towards you. Okay? It's bittersweet kind of a thing. We're going to need to clarify. I knew it. We're going to clarify with the Light Seer, which randomly at the bottom has that damn spying aspect of the Page of Swords that I can't get rid of. I will say it again. You are being watched. There is no doubt. Somebody here is focused on your ass. All right? All right. All right. Here we go. Two of Pentacles. Why is it here? Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is it here? Why? Why is it here? Eight of Swords. Overthinking it a bit. Somebody can't take it anymore. I mean, it's my can't take it anymore energy. I feel like damned if they do and damned if they don't. They know the gravity of coming to talk to you or asking you out if it's somebody new. You could say no, right? There's always that nervousness there. But if this is your original runner, which for a lot of you it is, they know there's some sort of gravity that comes with asking you out. There's ramifications to it. It creates a ripple effect. Yeah. It changes everything for the long term. Yeah, all of that. They're aware of that. It's sort of a damned if I do, damned if I don't energy. But if I don't, then my soul sits in this. You know, it's like that kind of thing. All right, so somebody's made a decision here, and they've made a very logical decision, strangely enough. Okay, what's on top? Four of Cups. There's a great... This is like split. It's like the two sides of the soulmate. cycle, or your connection, I should say. On your side, this is your side. I said with the final outcome, I'm not, I don't know. I think it might be a little bit of too little too late with this energy, or if it's somebody new, it might be, you're just like that. Try not to be like that. What's on the other side? Yeah, justice. Somebody's coming to get there. This is the other side. This is the incoming side. This is you. That's them. For someone else, they're doing it because they want to get happy. For you, I think this poses a problem. It creates some kind of, it's bittersweet. I get it. Yeah, see the rainbow, but okay. But for somebody else, they have to do this. They feel like they have to because they're way out of balance. And this is balanced energy. They've made a logical decision. I get that, man. I get that. Why, okay, let's talk about temperance. Doesn't surprise me with the surrounding energies. Pluto and Aquarius, kind of decision time on a lot of things. It is what it is. Tell me about temperance. Okay, all right, calm the hell down. Yeah, it's crossed by the Five of Pentacles. This is someone who gets it, somebody who's realized some things. We make good decisions under this temperance energy, right? It's someone who realizes that they've left themselves out. They realize, they know that the key is right there. And they could just go in that door. It backs up the damned if I do and damned if I don't. They're not sure what's on the other side of that door, but it's got to be better than this. And this is tied to that. This energy flows from here to here. Okay. What's on top? Three of Cups. For some reason, this moon is making this person very emotional. Okay, I'm pulling on, I imagine that's in the energy anyway. But I'm pulling on the full moon in Leo, so I'm going to talk about that energy. It's making them very emotional. Their emotions are very much flowing. And sometimes when we get emotional, we get brave. We do. Yeah. Underneath that is the Queen of Swords, fueling this Five of Pentacles. Don't always look at what the crossing energy, fueling energy is to the crossing energy of my clarifiers, but I will here. Damned if I do and damned if I don't. Making very good decisions, logical decisions, good, smart decisions. Yeah. Very emotional, though. They're very emotional here. I imagine they are with that there. Okay. And then part of that is their attention, too. I get that. This is primarily you, though. This is tied with the Four of Cups big time. Why's the Three of Cups here? And the Nine of Pentacles. You know, it's what I said. This is a card of liberation. Their emotions here. This person here getting very emotional. The key is there. It's got to be, what's inside's got to be better than this. I don't know what it is, but they feel like they need to do this. They need to go in that door. And I see that with justice, too. That's a very strong pull from energies much stronger than them. Okay, this is a major arcana right here. Let's talk about Three of Swords in the soul. Tell me about the Three of Swords. What's going on here? Three of Swords in the soul. Ouch. Ouch. Well, what caused this? So let's back the question off a notch. Okay? Let's go, what caused this to be the energy there around that? Okay. Well, you ask and you get an answer, right? It's crossed by the Emperor. It's my lonely energy. This person is lonely. I know you don't come at me and go, my person's now. Oh, that's not, it could be somebody new, but I think even if it's someone you think you know and all that stuff, they're very lonely here. And when emotions get flowing, you know, that's why that person's willing to go in that door. That's why, even though there's gravity here to the decision, it's a decision that's being made. But there is a selfishness here to it. Somebody's making a decision without considering how it affects you. It's only how it affects them. Them. And that's part of that energy too. But this is what got them into that mess in the first place here, this Three of Swords. What's on top? Seven of Wands. Before I open my mouth, why is the Seven of Wands here? Yeah, the Death card. Something ended on their side. Something they thought they had a handle on. Something, I'm not going to say it's a marriage or relationship. This is a very emotional reading. but something on their side that they thought that they thought they had a handle on it. They thought they could handle the emotions, maybe, things along those lines. The environmental energies, the universe itself, the major arcana proved otherwise. Okay, they can no longer keep this back. It's sort of like what I said about the overall energy here with the Eight of Pentacles. They're running out of excuses for not coming in and approaching, because all they think about is this connection. You know, they compare everything to it. I know that from the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers there after the cut. Okay, let's talk about the Hermit. It could be a relationship ended, but I think it's more something, it's about they've lost control of their emotions. Like I said, this energy flows from here to here. I felt that they're very emotional. The Three of Cups is about the flow of emotion, the flow of water. 3 is a powerful number in the universe. It's just, I think they just lost control of their emotions. That Emperor energy bit them in the ass a little bit, that lonely Emperor. Why is the Hermit here? So the net result, according to the universe here, is the soul's awake. This spiritual lessons that this connection had on offer, because this is tied to the Hierophant and the pre-shuffle, is awake. They're awake. They're active. They're flowing. And somebody's acting on them, it seems. Anyway, it seems. I can't predict free will, but I can read the energy, and I can certainly feel what's here. This reading's making me very emotional. Why is the Hermit here? What are you trying to tell me here, universe? Yeah. Somebody's making new choices, new decisions. Somebody's starting over. Something happened here. Okay? Something happened here. Something that they had the high ground on, they had a grip on. No more. It could be a relationship ended. Some aspect of their life, I still feel it's emotional within them, came to an end, and somebody feels like they want to, can I have a redo? Can I have a reset? Right? There's children on the card, right? Can I start over? We often say that sometimes. We reach something goes on in our life and we're a little older. We say, man, I'd give anything to be 10 years old again and just do it all over, right? Like that. Your biggest care in the world is what flavor ice cream the truck has, you know, that kind of thing. What's on top? Knight of Pentacles. I think when they approach, they are coming. This is a reliable energy. It's red with you over here, the Four of Cups. I think you slow their roll a little bit. I'm just going to phrase it that way. I'm just going to home spin it for you. No hocus pocus. I think you slow their roll. I could say, like a lot of readers would say, they're surprised by your reaction. I think they are and they aren't. That's not really 100% accurate. I just think you slow their roll a little bit. You know, I come, I ask you out, I tell you I love you, or whatever, and that's the look you give me. I'm taken aback by that a little bit. It wasn't what I was expecting. Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting her pants to fall off, but that, okay, you know, like that. Why is the Knight of Pentacles? But they are coming. I do have it with the Knight of Pentacles. Why is that here? Yeah, very soon. 3 of Wands. Yep. I got 2 people facing the same direction here. One's just about ready to go, and one's just about at the end of the thing. It's a very soon energy. Somebody here is making some big changes. They're looking in new directions, and they like it. They feel okay with it, though they're aware of the gravity of it. They're out of excuses. They are. The overall energy told us that. They're out of excuses. They can't distract themselves. In fact, with the overall energy being, where is it? The 5 of Wands fueling, technically crossing, but fueling the 8 of Pentacles here. Sometimes this is a card of them distracting themselves, right? Yeah, they can't. The moment they try to distract themselves, they just can't. You can't. It's like they can't focus, you know, kind of a thing like that. Okay. Let's pull on the final outcome. All right. Now, your energy is primarily attached to this, okay? This 10 of Wands. This is a whole lot of you. And I don't want you to feel that way, okay? You don't ever want to put yourself in a position where you're not okay to walk away. You're fine. You guys are reflecting, the DF side is always reflecting as Empress energy or Queen of Pentacles at the very least. You're all right. I mean, if this is someone new who asks you out and you're like, oh, Steve said someone was going to ask me out, and it's this motherfucker, right? That's the look that's on that person's face, right? Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. You know, Be like, oh my God, Steve was right. Try that for once. How about the positive towards Steve for once? You know, try that. Don't, you know, just say thank you and, oh, I appreciate, make up something if you need to. The universe is okay with little white lies if it's for the greater good. I know they tell you not to lie because it comes back and gets you, but a little white lie for the greater good is fine. Like if you got a friend who's got body image issues and they look like a turnip with flip-flops on and an outfit, and they ask, how do I look? It is not for the greater good for you to say you look like a turnip with flip-flops on. That person already has body image issues. You're hurting them. You're knocking energy out of balance. You lie, a little white lie. Oh, you look terrific. That color on you, it's amazing. Oh my God. In your mind, you're going, holy fuck. You know, like that. So it's okay sometimes. So don't put yourself here. But let's find out what the final outcome is. 10 of Wands. Why is it here? All right. You heard it here first on Steve Love Tarot. It's okay to lie. Now, be sure you listen to the context of what I said. All right. It's not. But you know what I mean. It's crossed by the High Priestess. This is... Oh, God. I was so, boy, when I'm accurate, Jesus Christ, I am reading this energy today like a motherfucker. Must have been the bacon I had for breakfast. This is not who you think it is. Okay? Yeah, I think that's for all of you. This is not who you think it is, and that's why your reaction is what I said. And I even played it out for you. I said they're going to say, oh, Steve said someone was going to ask me out. It's this fucker, right? Like that. Okay, you already know in advance, so you shouldn't get in this. And I already told you it's okay to little white lie if it's not something you want. Okay? Now, for some of you, this is a very deep soul connection, though. For some of you, this is a new soulmate. It could be the dormant soulmate for some of you. But and some of you have been spending time trying to figure out who that might be, and I told you not to do that. It's not who you think it is. Now, that can play out many ways. Okay, same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways in 1,000 different situations. That can be not who you think it is, can be someone shows up and they're really emotional. They're not who you, it doesn't play out how you think it would play out. It could be that too. I'm just reading energy here, okay? So I want to make that clear. But for some of you, this is just physically not who you thought it was. Okay, for some. All right. Am I clear on that? Okay. All right, even the bird understood it. He a Pisces, you know. He just nodded his head, yes. You get it, right? Yeah, he gets it. He's fine. He's fine. What's on top? Someone's showing up. Very emotional. And now I just got done saying 6 of Cups. Red with the 3 of Cups. I just got done saying. For some of you, it's like this runner, for example, this long lost one you've been watching readings on, and they show up and they're much more emotional than you thought. They're not saying, it's not like what you thought it would be, playing out. So for some of you, that's the case. For others of you, you've got someone here coming to open up to you, and it blows your fucking mind, but it puts you in, it's a bit of a bittersweet kind of a thing. It puts you under a little bit of pressure. Don't feel that way, all right? Have a couple of little white lies planned. Have some contingency plans. Be a little bit of the Knight of Pentacles. Be methodical. You get this information from me because it's for the greater good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to give it to you. It would all just be redacted, right? Just like the government redacts things because it's not for the greater good. It isn't for the greater good to know that there are aliens watching us and all that stuff. People want to, when's the government going to tell us about the aliens? Have you met people? Of course they're not going to. Are you crazy? There would be rioting in the street. People riot. There was a blackout in New York in, I think it was 1979, somewhere around there in the late 70s. And the lights were out for like one day. And the place got trashed. Businesses, cars lit on fire. Fucking going. Have you met people? Okay? So, again, if it's not for the greater good, it gets rejected for me as well. Okay, so you're getting this information, so maybe you don't end up in this 10 Wands. Have some contingency plans on the side. Be the Knight of Pentacles. Say, okay, well, I get what Steve's saying. I will, play it out in your head. Pretend it's a cousin who comes and tells you and professes their love to you. And have something planned you're going to say. Like, no fucking way. You know, ain't going to do that. Ain't going to try to explain that at Christmas dinner. You know, there you go. Why is the Six of Cups here? I don't think it is. I'm just making a joke. You know, it's fine. Unless you're in that kind of family. If you are, that's fine. Knock yourself out. I don't care. It's perfectly legal, actually, in most states. The Six of Cups, why is it here? 10 Wands. See? Everything I said just got backed up. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. You're here for a fucking reason. Okay? 10 Wands on top of 10 Wands. Why is the 10 Wands here? 6 of Cups, because this person shows up and opens up emotionally. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Because of 10 Wands. Why are you getting this information? So that you don't end up here. That's why. This is a problem for you. This is literally your reaction. So head it off at the pass. You're getting information. Use it. Information, knowledge is power. Okay? So have a contingency plan, but for some of you, it is a physical person, and you're like, oh, hell no, right? For others of you, it's just kind of a bit of a, puts you in a dilemma, like you've written off this runner, and then they show up and they spill their guts to you. And it puts some pressure on you. So plan for that too, okay? Have something worked out in advance. It'll save you a whole lot of grief, okay? Because this is just grief here on some level, okay? But yeah, communication coming. I see it. It's here. I can't predict free will, but by the energy flow, everything I've said. And I love that I got totally backed up here as I was telling you these stories and saying these things. And I pull the 10 of Wands. It's like the perfect card to fall there. End of story. The only thing that would have been even more perfect than this is like an 8 of Wands communication or something like that. Now, I'll tell you one more thing. This 10 Wands is read with 9 Pentacles. Somebody is coming to liberate themselves and talk. They are really going to open up here, whoever this fucking energy is. For them, they're doing it selfishly to relieve tension on their side, to sort of relieve this 3 of Swords. Sometimes I see this energy. I can give you another scenario because the same frequencies of energy play out differently in different situations, right? I always tell you that. The same frequency that causes someone to steal a 20 from your wallet is the same frequency that causes them to rob a bank. There's just different environmental energies. So for some of you, this is someone who lost somebody. Somebody fucking died. And sometimes when that happens, even if we have a grievance with somebody, they for some reason are drawn to you. Okay? You're the soul nurturing energy that can help them. That is one possibility for a few of you. Okay? So keep that in mind. And that could cause a bit of a burden for you. Right? Maybe you're in the middle of something else. I had a friend who was in this situation once, and I remember I said to her, well, I'm sorry, but people don't die based on your schedule. You know, it's the worst time my uncle could have died. You know, I'm sure he'd rather be alive. I mean, I don't think, he didn't set out to, fuck you over, that kind of thing. So anyway, there's a lot of ways this could play out. I've given you the main ones, okay? For 99% of you, one of what I've said plays out. One of the ways I've said, all right? There are some thinner, smaller energies here, might be for like one person watching, but, might be that cousin thing is true for one person. That keeps coming up in my readings. I don't know why. I don't know why. It is what it is. You can marry a cousin, knock yourself out. It's fine. You can explain it to grandma and grandpa, whatever. All right, here we go. 3 cards. But yeah, someone's opening up big time here. What else you want to tell my viewers before I go pull some wicked voodoo? And I'm going to focus in the extended on this soul position and this communication. Okay? I am. I'm going to focus on it. I'll pull on you at the beginning of it just to see how this full moon in Leo, what it does in your life. But this is what the universe wanted to talk about here. This is what it brought in. Something they had a handle on really happened here. Something happened, okay? Or it will be in the near future. And this energy is kind of facilitating it, moving it along. Full moons are a culmination, so. All right, here we go. What else you want to tell everybody before I go pull some wicked voodoo? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something changed for this person. The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody is now liberated and free of whatever this is, or they want to free themselves from it. The King of Swords in the base energy is crossing the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is coming to give you a truth to liberate themselves from an energy. They're going to tell you about something that changed in their life, tell you how they're starting over. I do think, in general, and before I say it, I'm going to look, yeah, the Seven of Cups, there it is. It's a little confusing to you that this person is saying these things to you, whatever they're saying, however they're opening up. It is confusing to you, but at the end of the day, it's their truth, and they're sharing it to get themselves happy and themselves liberated. It's something they want to tell you. I think it blows your fucking mind, because some of your energy is attached to this tower. I think which is tied to the Wheel of Fortune, even with a color match in the background for the energy. I think it changes your view of this person. For some of you in a positive way, for some of you in a negative way, it depends. I've given you the many different ways this energy, these frequencies together, this recipe of frequencies can play out. I use my experience to translate the energy, my life experience. I know what this is. So I've done my best to explain it to you. I need to dig deeper. I need to go deeper into this Three of Swords, this Death card and Seven of Wands. I need to go deeper into this conversation, into this opening up. And we'll try to get to the bottom of it. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. Knock yourself out. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? And interesting, you notice I put the cards back down, and I should have done that. But what I did, if you rewind, is I did that. I wasn't thinking. That was completely hand moved, that was spirit, okay? It was not me. So that tower ties directly to this soul position for this individual, for this energy that I'm reading, all right? Wow. That makes this exponentially more powerful. All right. That's your reading. Link for the extended is in the description if you want it. Good luck.